Boy, you guys really wanted to see this video. Too bad that one was about Moon Knight.
Okay, so I'm gonna spoil something kind of big. That this is what took, like, this is the biggest twist in this episode where I was like, what? Like, I literally had to take a double take because I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Darius is a good stepdad. What the hell? God, I can, shit. Flapjack. I cannot tell you how much I love this episode. Like, I'm trying to think of my other favorite Owl House episodes. Like, Season 2, Episode 1 is probably one of my favorites, obviously, because of, these has one of my favorite Owl House scenes in it. Sorry for the echo. It has one, also, this is the actual review. Sorry for yesterday. This probably has one of my favorite scenes. It has one of my favorite scenes, which is, Ida explaining to Lilith how, and it's not in like a malice way or whatever. Like her saying, Luz can only eat griffin eggs, so that's basically what they're spending the money on instead of buying the apple blood that, she loves. And like throughout these series, we've been told she loves and drinks that stuff almost every day. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm trying to think, because I know there's probably an Owl House episode that I'm like, this is my favorite one. I can't think of it right now, sadly. I will say though, I love this episode. I love Hunter. And here's the thing too, because I don't know if people are going to complain about the Lumity side story. I don't think there's ever going to be one episode where it is just every other character. Oh shit. Well, other than something like this, like Luz and Amity are probably going to be popping up in every episode. And honestly, with season 3 being shortened, which I think this was a season was made before that announcement, but with season 3 being shortened to just 3 specials, I'm okay getting more Lumity and all that stuff. I'm perfectly fine with that. But, God, Rascal, stand still. Like, with that being said, this episode is pretty much like, this is very much an episode where this was written after season 1 happened, or maybe during season 1. And like Donna and like all the other people who work on the Owl House, looked on Twitter and everything else, seeing all the theories and all this stuff and like what they wanted to see. And they straight went, we're making an episode all about that. And they did, and it's kind of amazing. And that's not only the reason why, because also, obviously, main reasons I love this episode is Hunter. I love Hunter. Hunter is, like I've said before, a cracked mirror version of Luz, where, let's say if Luz, instead of being found by Ida, was found by Belos, this is probably what she would kind of become. And like, you can say, well, technically it's a Camilla, whatever, shut up. That's not what I'm saying. He's basically what would happen if Luz was raised by like Belos. He's socially awkward. What he thinks is fun is like kind of, it's the exact opposite in a sense where Luz has so much freedom and that's what made her kind of weird. This is a sense of that Hunter has had so much, like, restrictions on him. And again, both being witches that can't actually use magic, and, having to find a workaround. Which also, I just want to say this right now, I love Hunter's magic style. Basically, just a quick synopsis of this entire episode. Not book fair. There's a club fair going on. Just for a quick one of Luz and Amity's. Luz and Amity want to make an Azura book club. Nobody wants to get in it. And like basically they find out, the author is going to have an appearance at a bookstore. So Luz and Amity immediately run to the said bookstore because Luz's like, wait, I thought she was human. And Amity's like, no, she's a witch. They go to try to meet her, and they go through like every theory possible of of like who it was. And again, this is kind of where you see like a little bit like, yeah, they watch Twitter for it. But this isn't the only thing. Like, let me see, where are the theories? She has her own portal. Is the author related to Philip? That was a big one. Author is actually Ida. I'm pretty sure I've seen that one before. It's actually Camilla as a teenager sent forward in time to teach Luz witchcraft. I feel like that. I don't know if there is like that comic and the idea that Camilla is actually Azura, is all that shit. And then let's see, there's Kikimora. It's actually Kikimora. Maybe a basilisk who writes in metaphors, tell her story. I like the theory that it's actually Luz and Amity's future child going back in time. And it left the books that way her parents can meet up. There's a shit ton of not continuity. I understand time travel is multiple dimensions. So if you go back in time and mess when you're changing a different timeline and it's just kind of a spot. Yeah, maybe I'll get into that at some point. Let's see. Also, Luz immediately, as soon as they find out the book is canceled, Luz immediately breaks down. Also, I will say this too. Like, again, I feel like this, especially with them listening to it, Basha, I think, actually is going to get character development along with it, because this whole bit, one, she said this art doesn't look good. I'm like, I don't know, that actually looks pretty damn good. Gay, maybe, but that's not a bad thing. Right here, like, Basha.
Twice have I tarried at Tanabrak, yet ere have I kept my troth to thee, Azura.
She reads that. Also, Hexam Hold'em. And the caterpillar thing from Amphibia. Oh no. But she's reading that without looking at it. She's read the books before. I'm gonna go ahead and guess. Also, that's an adorable little face right there. But basically, they try to hunt down the author, and immediately after, I'm like, oh, it's Tiny Nose. And it is. And it turns out Tiny Nose has a name, which is, what is her name? What was the name? Tanella Nosa. Also, what is it? One of the teachers' name is Homuncula, Dr. Homuncula or something like that. And all I'm hearing that, I'm like, oh, I guess Flora the Explorer isn't that weird of a name.
Okay, the pros can be ornate,
but basically they try to find down. Turns out it's just that pig demon's kind of screwing around with them, like, oh, this was the worst plan ever. And I kind of just spoiled it right there, the whole bit. But turns out this guy trying to screw them over, which he turns to gold and dies in a D&D session. But that wasn't me who did it. Also, it was another player who used the Midas Glove to turn him to gold. Totally different story. Maybe I'll make an animatic of that at some point. That series did not end well though. And by that I mean we all kind of broke out of that. The indie broker session had that. Also, this guy's with it. It's like every like these two bad guys. Well, not bad. He's not really bad. He's just whatever. Also, he's back at Hexside. I just realized that. Anyways, yeah, it turns out, and later Amity's the only one who's been buying them, and like the writer supposedly is human, but we don't know yet. But that was the B plot, and then basically that was the B plot. That was the B plot where that happened. Which also I want to say right now, like the episode starts with like a little bit of Hunter, like Bella's saying, like you have to rein in all these guys, and no one listens to them. This is the main story. No one listens to them, and then it cuts to the opening. The opening, and the opening is like cut down like dramatically, and I'm like, oh boy! Like, mind you, I love that opening, all hell. But whenever the intro of a show is shortened greatly, that means like this episode has to have as much time as possible, like as much time as possible as they can to shove into this episode. Which I love, because yeah, this episode's about. Oh, I'm sorry, I have it on the freaking Audacity. Which I love, because this episode's entirely about Hunter and Willow and like side characters, like basically Darius basically going. Also, wait, hold on a minute. First off, I can't remember how his cape got messed up, but Hunter's trying to repair it. he does a very terrible job at it, which I don't know. I feel like sewing, and mind you, there's nothing against sewing people, and I'm not saying like, oh, big and fancy. No, I'm not good at sewing at all, but it is piss poor, and it's also a little bit dirty, but like, I don't know if you can see the stitching on there. I did that because like I saw it messed up, and I'm like, I like that cover, so I stitched. Like, mind you, it's not the prettiest damn thing, but holy hell, is it better than like Hunter did. Like, I feel like sewing should be a little bit easier. I feel like sewing is a little bit easier if you just follow the goddamn, like, just follow around it. I don't know. Maybe I'm bad at sewing too, but ugh. Also, look his other role.
And I have no idea what I'm doing.
But you're adorable. But yeah, the Covenant heads don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Darius says, "Why don't you go like, oh, this is the old Golden Guard. So there's an old Golden Guard. Why don't you go, play or whatever?" He goes, "How do I improve myself?" He goes, "Well, I don't know. Go find more Emperor's kids, I guess. Go find more recruits." And he goes, and Gigi's like, "I can do it," which then leads him going to that fair thing. Willow basically wants to set up a roller derby, but it's witch derby. Willow is buff as hell. Also, I'm pretty sure these are a reference to something. I just don't know the reference. Also, I love, like, Willow using her staff and everything. It's, like, really, really freaking good. Like, it looks badass. Like, they did not skip out on the abilities. Also, on, like, the looks of, like, the staffs. Wait a minute. Is his... Oh, no, yeah, he's right. He's like this. Okay. I was confused with Rascal here for a second. But Hunter goes to this bling going, "Ah, yes, I can recruit kids here." Which, I love this walking red flag.
Classmate, ignore the fact that we've never met.
Red flag.
What if I told you all your dreams could come true, and you just have to leave your home, friends, and family forever?
God, this kid is amazing, and I love him. I love this inept walking red flag dumbass. I love it. That was some big ass heels. This is a good one.
These are cool. Not as cool as the Emperor's Coven.
Oh, this is great.
I hear you get to sleep in till 6 a.m.
That explains the bags under his eyes. Thank you, Marcus. Banish card.
You! How would you like to rise to the top by joining the Emperor's Coven?
Oh, God.
Not interested.
You aren't?
Are you now just surprised after how many no's?
I mean, do I want to study different kinds of magic? Heck yes! But why is joining the Emperor's Coven my only option? When I get older, I'm gonna give this system a long overdue update.
What are you talking about?
I don't know thought we were first going to learn about, like, this is where he's going to learn about multi-classing in this. But, which I guess he kind of does.
It's okay, Puddles. No, you didn't mean it.
And there's also another part that I want to bring up, because people love this girl. The fandom loves this girl. They love Skara, definitely. And those two characters are main points in this, as well as, this being while also being a Hunter episode, also being a Willow episode, which that is an interaction I do not expect to see, but an interaction I love to see, because I love when shows will put two characters together that usually won't interact, or it's like, how would these two interact? And they just do it, and it's freaking great.
No, Puddles, no! Let out your inner flying freak.
Let's see here.
Professor
Oh, yeah.
Homunculus.
Professor Homunculus, yeah. Again, Explorer, Flora, Homunculus, Abomination. Yeah, okay, cool.
It's not as well known as Grudgby doesn't mean
You misunderstood.
Honestly, I think the Derby one's cooler. And then we find out Hunter is a badass, because where where, if we're going by video game standards, where everyone else has a nice balance of maybe, you know, magic's a little bit, especially witches, magic's a little bit higher, but, you know, charisma is like okay. Maybe there's like a little bit lower than usual. You know, strength, you know, balance, well, stacking in strength stat. Hunter has stacked everything into magic and magic, dex, and strength. And charisma is a fucking 0. If not less.
Calm down. Please.
You know what? No, he'd probably like at least a 1. But yeah, because this guy is, he's good. Basically, he becomes the star player, basically. Star player to recruit people. They're actually able to recruit people. And also, I do find it funny that at, like, Willow, like, Hunter's whole idea is run up to people. Do you want to join my club? And Willow's way of doing this is literally also, let's see here.
Hey, you!
Is literally, let's see here. Literally.
Want to join my flyer derby team?
It's the same damn thing. The only difference is Hunter didn't grab someone and say, do it. You want to join? After I'm holding you down? That's a Digimon. That is a Digimon. They're all Digimon. Holy hell. Holy hell. That's, I can't remember. That's the little kid's Digimon. And that's his hat. Yeah. That's Tot. This is Tot. I don't know if you can see the mouse. That's Tot. Let's see. Wait. Can you see my mouse? Hold on. Wait. Can you? Yeah, you can. Cool. Yeah. That's Ty. That's Ty with Greymon. That's the bird. That's the one bird girl with the pink bird. This is the first Digimon. That's Matt with that turned into Gabumon. And that's his girlfriend who has the cat who has Gatomon, who becomes Angelmon. Angel. Oh my god, that's Digimon! Holy hell, it's Digimon! I totally didn't see that last time. Oh my god! As soon as I saw that, I'm like, wait a minute, that looks familiar. I'm like, holy shit, they all look familiar. That's a cool reference. Hell yeah.
Twitter, and I'm Willow Park.
Also, like I was going to say, I love how Gus completely does not trust this boy. He's like, I don't trust him at one bit. Until the very end.
Future captain of Hexide's first flyer derby team.
Nice to meet you.
Your flying was amazing.
He's like, God, you hurt. Also, I just realized that the reason why he wears gloves is because he has his Emperor's symbol, I think, on his hand. If I remember correctly.
My own mission.
Okay.
Classic.
Oh, yeah. Just to show, how this dude was raised.
Then maybe I will give it a try.
Really?
But okay,
I love Hunter also again.
how do we evaluate others? A witch's duel? A maze full of traps? Oh, leave everyone at the top of a mountain and see who makes it back to the bottom alive.
Gus is like, red flags, red flags, red flags. Willow's like, okay, we need to smooth this circle out a bit.
Classic.
Flapjack's just like, holy shit, you are fucked up.
He might not have time for all that.
Oh,
but
God.
You can help by attracting people with your 6 sky skills.
Also, at one point, Flapjack, which also it even sounds like he says the name, because he asks like what his name is.
Want to join my flyer derby team?
Digimon. Digimon.
Porter, and I'm Willow Park, future captain of Hexide's first flyer derby team.
Nice to meet you.
Let's see, where is it? Come on.
We've never seen you around. What's your
Student, right?
name?
Oh, right here.
Caleb?
Caleb, what is it? Which I think Caleb was one of the brothers, I think, if I remember correctly. I think it was Philip and Caleb, wasn't it? And then also you have kind of like the classic idea of like, these are the best players we can get. And it's like, and it just shows how like inept they all like. This girl can barely contain her pet.
The friend you made before. No, do not paw mommy's face.
Scar is just looks lazy.
Let's try this one more time.
And this guy flies backwards. But after Willow kidnaps Hunter,
Good luck with your match.
I'm gonna do a thing called kidnapping, which I can only assume took a minute to drag him from there to over there, because everyone kind of made it there perfectly fine from the front of the school to the Grudgeby match area, and literally is like, oh yeah, look, these are all the things we're doing. I just put my pet to sleep. And all of a sudden, I'm like, how long was Hunter underground?
Sorry I was distracted earlier. Been playing Grudgeby for so long, I needed to catch up on the latest flyer derby strats.
Those look complicated.
Instagram 2.0. That's why it doesn't look the same, I'm guessing. I like how he adds roses to the end of his flying.
I thought you couldn't fly. So I can't fly like everyone else. But my way's more fun.
Though I will say, out of everyone here who flies, Hunter is the coolest one.
Gus is a natural speed demon, Scar is a strategic wizard, and Viney's the best healer in
Viney, that's her name.
And at one point,
They really went all out with these designs. I love the colors and all that. Like, I love these designs. I literally, like these are really freaking good designs.
Mother, we've all been misjudged. So, still think we're pathetic?
No, especially, adorableness.
Good. Let's
He's
get
slowly
it.
learning to be friends. How did you paint your face like that, Willow? You painted over your glasses. You painted under your glasses while also painting over your glasses. How did you do that, Willow? What magic are you using? Yeah, these were adorable. This, oh my god, I paused this because I wanted to take notes. And this part is so damn hilarious. I knew that was Tiny Notes immediately, but that's not what I'm talking about. This part had me dying laughing because I paused it as soon as you see Darius because I wanted to write down notes. And then...
Darius, it's me. What?
Also, I love how Darius's clothes, like the plant coven leaders, are made up of his magic.
How did you get this number?
Doesn't matter. I found some incredible recruits in Hexside.
Yeah. And basically, again, just pushing it together. These guys have a pretty good battle. We also have that Hunter is a badass.
She's right there. Can't you see?
This. I love Hunter. I love teleportation magic. I love... What school of magic does he train in? Because what track? There's got to be a certain track. Like, is it light magic? Like, I guess technically speaking, there's like other tracks than the main ones that Hexside has. And they pretty much say that. Like, there's the baking track. There's whatever track, whatever. Like, what track is his? What track is his? I feel like, because I love how he uses a magic that, like, I guess Ida has teleported before too. But I do love, like, this is a type of magic that we don't see everyone else using. Like, yeah, Willow is badass and strong with plant magic. But we've seen other people use plant magic. Nothing against Willow, that's not diminishing her at all. Because she obviously has a way stronger version of it. But what magic is? But, like, his magic doesn't fit any other one else's magic. Maybe his is similar to, again, Ida's maybe because maybe he's actually a Clawthorn. Or part Clawthorn or something. But, yeah, and also I do like how, like, he says, like, what is it? He says that he's a half witch. Get out of here. I already know. Oh, it's right here.
And the field is this way.
You said you'd find the best witches for this team. But them? They're pathetic.
You
Oof.
just met them.
True, but also first impressions. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Give
Also, I will say too, I just realized the whole idea because Luz literally tells Basha, "Don't judge a book by its cover." And that's like the first lesson, and that's kind of what Hunter is doing. I'm like, symbolism, circling, whatever.
chance.
But where I come from, even chances have to be earned. especially if you're considered half a witch like me.
Which really hurts Willow, which I guess I understand why she kidnapped him still, but, you know, it's like, yes, because both of them are technically half of witches, or called that at least. I'm not sure what that means, though, because, like, I don't know if there's any other humans, unless that means Willow's, like, half demon, maybe? Because they call her half a witch, which is their version of Muggle, but call her half a, or no, it's not a Muggle, but whatever. They call her half a witch. Does that mean she's, like, part demon? Because I don't think there's only been like 2 humans in the Borderlands that we've seen, unless, like, you know, Willow and Hunter both are. Well, Hunter might be a clone, but like something like that. Like, I don't know.
Sorry, Captain. Good luck with your match.
Gonna do a little sneak called kidnapping. But yeah, they have a good game, and then Hunter's like, what is it?
I'm the Emperor's right-hand man, the Golden Guard.
I love it, like, you're also Willow's buff as hell. Like,
You can't be serious. You're not the one Luz told us about.
Gus is like, I fucking knew it. I knew it. He's evil.
Yes, I am.
Also, what did Luz say? Because I think Luz kind of said good news about him, didn't he? That he's just like a messed up kid. Badass as all hell.
Yeah, this would usually look cooler with the cloak, but...
Also, I'm not sure when this is airing. Well, this should air today. Golden Guard mask, Mystery Shack, selling right now. Go get them. I already bought mine.
I don't have it at
Not sponsored.
the moment. Long story.
See, and he's still like, you know, you're friends, right? You're my friends. Also, I love all the different... I love now you see, like, this guy's obviously some kind of rat demon, the cat demon, like, the different variants.
Hello there, Scouts. I didn't give you orders to come here.
Darius sent us to collect your recruits.
Ah, okay. Very good.
Also, there might be a little bit of a animation error.
Ah. Hello there, Scouts.
Let me see.
You look cooler with the cloak, but I don't have it at the moment. Long story.
Let's see it. Right here, this guy. Because I think that's supposed... Well, I don't know. I guess it didn't sound like him, but that looks like Steve's mask after Scarra punches him.
Taking you away from your friends and family.
I love Gigi because he is completely inept on not knowing what the hell is going on.
Okay, very good. And there won't be any delay in branding you with coven sigils and taking you away from your friends and family forever. Hooray!
Scarra immediately is just like, I don't know why. It just immediately breaks down.
Okay.
I love so much Police Precinct 120. That's the place where they turned him away that one time.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry about this whole cell thing, but did you really have to punch Steve, Scarra?
I get it.
Poor Steve.
Emotions are running high. Ice pack for Steve.
Ice pack for Steve.
Oh, I don't...
Again, another thing, because Steve is a character that is pretty much the traitor of the Owl House, where it's like, I don't think they planned for him to be like, I don't think they planned for him to be like such a flubbed character, but they're like, okay, we need to add more Steve now into season 2.
Don't get it? You're joining the best coven there is. You can keep all your magic, you get free room and board, you can even play flyer derby on your day off. Well, this year's day has already passed, but next year's only 52 weeks away.
Oh, my boy. Please, someone save him. Someone lose. Ida, just adopt this child. Adopt this child. Luz needs a brother. Come on, please. Well, a second brother, because King's technically her first brother. Luz needs a brother. Come on, please. Please, God, get this kid out of there.
We don't care. None of us want this.
You will eventually. Trust me, I'm your friend now.
Oh yeah, what was it? He said, what did he say? He said at one point in this episode, I put someone unbrainwash my boy, please. What was it? Luz immediately breaks down crying. No. Lumini literally explaining theories. Cardinal socks. Oh, he says, teens are probably into the same things that I'm into. He says that, and me just going, and next you'll say, I bet things can't get any worse.
Friends don't stab each other in the back.
Sure they do. The Coven heads do it all the time back at the castle.
See, and I also like this too, because it is setting up that, like, yeah, he's not evil. He is not evil. Golden Guard is not evil. He is literally just raised with the worst ideas possible. That is what's happening with him. He's not evil. He is literally just raised with the worst ideas possible. And this is like just the scenario where he has been raised in. He is not an evil character. He is not a bad guy. He is literally just brainwashed. Or at least, not brainwashed. Really, brainwashing is just being raised in a way different from everyone else, in a sense. Like, everyone technically is brainwashed in some sense. But, by that logic. But, yeah, he's not evil. He's just brainwashed into thinking, oh yeah, this is how it is. You get one day off a year, and, all these horrible things have to happen. 6 a.m., all that shit.
Captain, you're on my side, right?
See, like, he straight thinks like, this is okay.
Thought I could be good at this. But we're here because I made a bad call. I'm just half a witch Willow.
The Palismans.
Curious, I did it! I found recruits!
And he just wants the approval of his like coven leaders, stuff like that.
Yep, and you're making me work on my day off. Take this and quit bugging me.
I can wear this proudly now. Right?
Can you?
See, and the thing is, and here's the good thing. They set Darius up pretty well of him being a bad
guy. Like, they set him up as being like a bad guy. Like, I didn't see what happens next happening.
Golden Guard.
And obviously, well, I obviously saw that.
Time we were left alone.
I obviously saw Gigi was going to save his friends.
Do not envy those kids, man.
They just have to go through basic training before
I'm sure, like, this is going to be a permanent thing now.
becoming scouts.
In, like, for Steven.
Dude, do you even remember what we had to do? The duels, the mazes with the traps. That time we were left alone on a mountain?
Oh, classic.
The idea that all of them went through that is kind of insane. But also kind of shows that, like, yeah, even though they're kind of dumbasses, these guys are actually pretty well trained.
And of course, Bellos likes to collect everyone's palisman.
Yep.
Steve is beginning to regret his choices.
Thank you, Steve.
I think Hunter is too.
Yeah. Nothing against Illuminati. I love you guys, but we need to focus on GG. Also, again, teleportation magic. Also, wait, I love these guys trying to break out. Hold on. These are beautiful. It's right here. It was right. Oh, wait, I like this. You have Rain showing choose your fighter. And Ida go, nerd. Return my calls, please. Lilith, Pigment. I didn't realize that. Newt. I didn't realize Lilith. I did realize this, but Lilith is like, new paints arrived. Review next tomorrow. I'm like, oh my god, Lilith is a YouTuber, please. And then Alador, who's a hack now. And then Amira, Dad, this is embarrassing. But he's like, fuck you. He pretty much did the fuck you, Darius.
Mute.
And again, they set Darius up perfectly, being also that he's also the last Golden Guard student. But they set Darius up perfectly to be like, oh, he's just the rich snob like character who's just like, just a bad guy and stuff like that. Maybe he'll even betray Bellows at some point, whatever. I love this part, like.
Nope. You're gonna need to be a little more clever than that.
Darius!
These guys, and I was honestly kind of worried because I thought they were kind of setting it up to where these guys were going to escape and not know that Gigi was trying to save them.
Land the ship.
Wait!
I thought that's what was going to happen, but no, they pretty much, like, they have it where GG saves comes in like, no, look, we need to save these guys.
These 4 are insolent agitators who aren't fit for the Emperor's Coven. And I'm unfit to wear the sigil of the Golden Guard.
I love that. I like how they didn't try to make it to where GG was a bad guy. Like, they try to make him look like he's a bad guy. No, he straight goes, no, you guys need to leave now. Like, I'm helping you. I'm saving you.
Please, Captain.
Let's move, team. We need to find a replacement.
And I like this, too.
After all, it'll be 52 weeks before Caleb's next day off.
Showing that they're friends. Also, I didn't realize the blush. He probably likes Willow. I love that. That's adorable. But, and also he fucking hates him. But, I like that. Showing Willow still believes in him.
You befriend
And this part is what uppercutted me the hell out.
them, and then you disobeyed me to protect them? I'm impressed.
As soon as he, I'm like, what? Like, I knew he was gonna kill him, but I was like, what?
I had you all wrong.
Huh?
You're what, 16? It's about time you made connections outside the castle.
And then he starts giving him fatherly advice, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then he gives him a phone.
I was just gonna drop them off at Hexside.
Turns out he wasn't even gonna take them to get trained. He was just like, drop them off at home.
We have more than enough recruits, in my opinion.
Are you gonna tell Bellis about this?
Are you going to tell him about your secret talisman?
And also, mind you, I don't know if I'm projecting, because this is pretty much what happened to me at one time in high school. Because I went to a it's a high school that was like brand new. It was in downtown Chicago. It was a charter school. You could probably find it, honestly. It's probably like the only high school that's in a high rise. It's not like fancy, but like I was freshman year in there. Great, like, oh, great. I'll be like one of the first graduates here. They would send you to detention if you didn't push in your chair. If you had one question that you didn't answer in your homework, you did not answer one question in there, you were sent to detention. Even if like maybe you didn't answer because you wanted to ask the teacher about it later, you would get sent to detention. Homework detention, mind you. And if you went to homework detention 3 times, you then got sent to detention. Which was, because Fridays was like half days. But if you had detention, the rest of that half day, you'd be doing military drills. You'd be writing why you were in detention. And a shit ton of things. I'm like, I don't know. How long is a school year? How long is a U.S. school year?
According to info, please.
180 days. How many weeks are 180 days?
180 days.
25 weeks. 25 weeks. I was in detention for maybe around 23 of those weeks. And that's not really like I'm probably off by a week or 2. And that's not an exaggeration. I was in detention I got an A+ in fucking gym because I was just push-ups, sit-ups, military drills, arms like this, holding out for like 10, 20 minutes. That's not a joke. And to the point where my favorite teachers were the people running the detention. That's how bad this school is. It is awful. I hated it. Maybe it got better because apparently there was a whole, like, literally the year after was a ginormous protest from parents and all that stuff. I left that school. I said, screw this noise. But the teachers, the disciplinary teacher, as well as the security guard, mind you, just to put the idea of how good these teachers are at this school, which there's probably 10, 20 teachers, my favorite teachers was the disciplinary teacher and the security guard. Think about that. One of them isn't a teacher. But one thing I do remember that I liked, one time I was in detention and I was doing push-ups and sit-ups, and I did that I was doing it with some other kids there, and me and the other kids were kind of, just making jokes or playing and doing whatever, and the disciplinary teacher, he's straight, like, he kind of, saw that or whatever. And I forgot when my mom asked him, he's like, if he's how he is, like this here, like how he was here today, he's going to be fine going to another school. Like, don't keep him here. Let him go to another school. Like, I think my mom asked, like, if I should stay at this school, at that school. And, like, my mom asked that, and he's like, no, you go to another school. He'll be perfectly fine. He'll be perfectly fine. And I was. Mind you, I still hated school all to hell, but I hated it less than going there. So, and also, mind you, I'll say this too. Kids that went into this school with their parents saying, oh yeah, I'm going to leave this school. And then the parents get tricked into keeping them there. And then the kids are crying on the way out. That's not an exaggeration. That sounds like I'm like over exaggerating shit. No, that's not even a story I came up with. Or that's not even a story I saw. That's a story my mom saw. Like, happening when she went to go talk with them because I went to detention too many damn times. And I was going to go into detention over the summer break. Yeah, hell. So Darius here kind of reminds me of that disciplinary teacher and the security guard, where like my mom asked, is he gonna be okay going to it? And he's like, yeah, if he's like this here, like, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna make friends and all this stuff. This is like that. This is what Darius reminds me of here, and I love this. And honestly, adopt the kid. Come on, save him, Darius, please. Like, I know you're still technically a Coven leader, but come on, help the boy out, please. He was like, yeah, this is healthy. You're good. You should do this. Oh, no? Here's a phone. Here's a phone. Make some friends.
I think you'll make your predecessors proud.
See, that's adorable. And he even fixes the stitching.
But you could still use a sewing lesson.
That's adorable. I love that. But, yeah, I didn't really talk about Lumity all that much. It's adorable. I love them. But in the end, like, this was very much Golden Guard's Willow's story. And, like, all these guys, again, we have more of these side characters. We have more of them. We have everything. I love this episode. This is probably one of my top favorite episodes. Like, you follow mostly the side characters in this, and it's really, really damn good. It is really damn good. I love this episode. I guess I'm thinking of Knocking on Hootie's Door is one of my favorites. I know that's an episode that was jam-packed with story, and I loved it. That was all hell. I'm trying to think of what is my favorite Owl House episode. This is probably one of my top favorite ones right now. I love this episode a lot. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. For more videos that I've done, links are on my Facebook. This is probably a very long episode. Probably like 50 or 60 minutes. I don't know. But this is a badass episode. I love this episode. My boy Hunter needs friends, and my boy Hunter, I love him dear, and he needs to be adopted by Ida. At least he kind of has a cool stepdad with Darius, but yeah. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching which videos I've done. Links are on my Facebook. There are somewhere for videos. Again, nothing against Luz and Lumity and all that stuff, and Ida and all that, but it is very much a more Golden Guard, Willow, and everyone else's thing. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Which videos I've done, links are on my Facebook. There's somewhere. Please share my videos. This episode very much is also Digimon. There's Digimon in this. I didn't realize that. That's amazing. But thanks for watching. Share videos. Hopefully enjoy this. Also, I do love the Emerald intros came up when they asked, like, oh, what are your team name? And GG just randomly likes blurting out names. Just goes, Emerald intros. We're green and there's more to us on the inside. It's pretty cool. But anyways, thank you for watching. Please share videos. Hopefully enjoy this, and we will. See you later. God, I can't wait till... I want to see when GG and Luz team back up again. It's... Hell yeah, I want to see that. I want to see when everyone's a team where you have... Because GG is very much having the Zuko effect happening right now. And they're doing it extremely well, and I definitely want to see more. Also, he has the thing over his eye that's similar to Flapjack's eye, which actually, you know what, is probably a reference to that. So that's actually pretty cool. And also, Ida's dad probably. So, but yeah. Also... I forgot. Ah, damn. Yeah, here. You see because what is it? Ida's dad said you were rebuilding my tower, which is where they're living, because this is the tower that's in the background. This is where this is basically where the owl house is gonna be. I'm like, huh. And like, that's where Ida's room is, but I guess it shifts, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that was just a quick thing I forgot last episode I wanted to bring up. But yeah.